All right, everybody, welcome. Today we're doing slides. Let's go ahead and open our drive and go to Google Slides. Now, slides are important because we use them for graphics when we start doing our camera work. Okay, like this right here was made in a slide, right? And we could put it on our green screen and stand in front of it. We got Tom Hardy riding out of waves with Kawhi Leonard. Okay, we did Photoshop, and then we put this in our slides. Now we didn't use slide to make this particular image, but this is something we want to kind of work to. So let's do this. Let's go to New, Google Slide. Okay, and you're going to notice a lot of similar features between Google Docs and Google Slides. All right, up here in Untitled Presentation, let's go ahead and put Slides. No, Media, Slides. Okay. Now it goes ahead. The program gives you a blank template, right? And we have only one slide here. This is the left toolbar. This is going to tell you how many slides. This is going to tell you how many slides are on the left side, are in your PowerPoint total. Okay. And these are just different themes. Now, the themes are important if you want to change, a color or a look. They're predetermined, they're prefabricated, they're already done for you. They have different fonts, they have different backgrounds. Okay, let's go ahead. Wait, let me back up. However, whatever's on the front page of a slide, that's not necessarily what's going to be on the next pages. So in order to look at more of these themes, let's go ahead and add a slide. To do that, I'm going to move my cursor over to this leftmost addition arrow, tap it. Okay, and every time I click it, I'm going to add a new slide. See, I can do that here. Now, whichever one I click on the left, that's the slide I want to work on. I work on that slide here in the middle, right? Pretty basic. Okay, so now, say I want to do this theme. Now I can see, well, the front slide's going to look like this, but the next slides are going to look different. Right, it's like a cover page and then your actual presentation. So let's find one that we think looks good. No. Oh, see, this one's kind of cool, green and black, but then the slides are khaki. Just a green line at the bottom. Scroll down until you find... No. Geometric. Ooh, interesting. No. Momentum. No. And let's just start with shift, the one we had at the beginning. Good. Okay, so now I have my slide and I have a theme. Okay, themes just help make it look a little more presentable. Okay, so now let's say I want to add a title. I'm going to go ahead and click in there. And I'm going to add my title here. We're going to title this one Media Slides. Under it, I also have another text box, right? These text boxes are how we input fonts and type onto a slide. In Google Docs, it was all just one document, right? In Google Sheets, we had little cells, little boxes. But here, you have to use a text box in order to add your information. So media slides. I'm going to put practice for media in the subtitle. Okay, and everything here is pretty simple to Google Docs in a sense. Right over here, they already have predetermined boxes for me. Let's go ahead and add in here our first New Year's resolution. Remember we made that list the other day, that table. New Year's resolution number 1. Okay, let's put what it is. Mine is to read more. So when I click to add text, okay, go ahead and pause it and add your New Year's resolution now. Good. Now remember, down here it's very similar to Google Docs. So the same way we would add bullet points. Go ahead and get theme slides out of there. Down here, the same way that we can do bullet points in Google Docs, we're going to do in Google Slides. So right here, I'm going to put my method for success, right? What am I actually going to do to read more? If I hit enter and put a hyphen and hit space, it automatically gives me a little bullet there. I'm going to put read 10 minutes a day. If I hit enter, I get an automatic one, an automatic little hyphen here. Read a book a month. Oh, good. And this one I'm going to say my last word is to try interesting genres. Okay, those are my 3 steps to help me read more. Okay, so go ahead and add your 3 steps to help you read more. You should have already done this in the table. Okay, just transcribe them in your slides, right? 1, 2, and 3. So this one should be your New Year's resolution number 2. And this one should be resolution number. And this one should be resolution number 3. Okay, go ahead and pause it and fill in all 3 right now. Okay, let's go back to slide 2. All right, just a reminder, if you want to make this bigger, you just go change the font size. Again, it's very similar to everything we did in Docs. Okay, but the good thing about slides is you can more easily change the color of fonts. In a Google Doc, you're typically wanting to leave it in black typeface, typically, because it's more professional, or for notes, or for written papers. But in a slide, you can actually change your font color more easily. It's more accepted in a school setting. Okay, great. File, new, no. File, insert, new slide. Okay, that's another way to add a slide. Notice it put it right underneath my resolution 1. Right, that's because I had resolution 2. I had this second slide selected when I added a new slide. It's going to add a slide below the slide you have selected. So if you wanted to add to the end, you need to click to the bottom slide, then add a slide. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and change our theme, because I actually don't like this theme. Okay, so I can go back to theme right here where it says change theme. And I'm actually going to click the blank one at the very top. Right, simple light. Okay, I actually want to add my own background colors. So I'm going to go here where it says background, change background. And let's change it. Let's select color. Let's change it to green. Done. Ooh, now I have a green slide. Excellent. Okay, let's click on slide 5, the empty one. Okay, I don't really want these text boxes there because I'm not going to add text to this slide. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to click on this outline where it turns blue. And I'm just going to hit the delete button. Now it's gone. I'm going to do the same for this one. Now I have a clean slate. Okay, but I want this background to share 2 colors. So I'm going to click on background, color, gradient. Okay, now it gives me some pre-made options. If I want my slide to have some contrast through color. Okay, go ahead and put a gradient on slide 5 and slide 6. Take out the text boxes and put a gradient on slide 5 and slide 6. Good. Okay, on slide 5, we're going to insert an image. So let's go to Insert, Image. I get an option. If I were to save an image to my computer, I could upload it. Okay, but I could even just search the web right here. So let me search up basketball. And I just want a picture of a basketball. So I can click it. And I can either select Insert, or I can drag it over. Now, it's so much easier to resize and move around pictures and slides. One of the reasons I love using slides is that I can just move it around wherever I want. In docs, it can get kind of clingy, or it can get stiff, and it really it messes up your words. Okay, but in slides, there really isn't anything holding you back from putting it exactly where you want to. Okay, so let's add a basketball. Let's insert image, a baseball. Oh, interesting. Notice how it now has a white box around it, right? I don't want that, so I'm going to delete it. Insert image. If I put PNG, it should give me a baseball without a background. Let's see. Yep. PNG is the code name for when you only want the image around it selected. You don't want this other space to have white. Okay, and now let's add a football. And of course I want it to be a PNG. Yay. There we go. Okay, now I want to insert a text box, right? Because I want to put some text. So I'm going to go Insert, Text Box. Now I have it drawn. I can write in there sports. And I can highlight it. And I can make it huge. And I can make it bold. And I can change my font. No. It's better. And that looks centered to me. Excellent. And on slide 6, well, this one I want text box, but I don't want to draw my text box. I want to go ahead and use some a format they already have for me. So I'm going to click on Layout. And I'm going to, wow, look at all these options. A caption might be interesting if I'm going to add some images. One column text, maybe adding an image here, an image here. Let's select title in 2 columns. Title in 2 columns. And in the top, let's put pros and cons of a new year. Pros, and I'm going to go ahead and center this. Right, just like I would in docs. Cons. Good. Now I want you to add 3 pros and 3 cons. I click in my text box. I put 1. 1, 2, 3. One, type. Cons. you have to remember to write the date correctly. It takes me always like 2 months before I keep writing it in 2019. Con number 2, I don't know, brainstorm. And con number 3. Okay, pros, new year. It's a fresh year, new start, make goals, right? So this is just kind of how you can use different layouts. And remember, you can shrink these text boxes. If you want to add an image down there, like say you want to add an image down here, you need to shrink your text boxes so they're out of the way. So when you insert image, right, and I can do all these different ones. I'm going to search the web, and I'm going to do Happy New Year. Ooh, can I do a GIF? Let's see. I don't think so. We'll have to learn that some other day. And I insert the image. Right, these red lines help me line it up. That tells me that the middle part is in the center. Good. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and add a new slide. So since I selected this layout for number 6, and I had 6 selected, and I said new slide, it gave me the same layout, but I don't want that layout. I want a blank layout. So I go to layout and select blank. Good. Okay, and I want the background to be white, and I'm going to draw a line. So let's get this underground. And let's look at some shapes we can draw. If I click and drag, I can make a line. Say I want an arrow, click and drag. I made an arrow. If I select it again, I can grab the points on the end and move it. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and using lines, let's make a star. Another arrow selected, I can just click on this button, and next line I draw would be an arrow. Yay, and there I have it, a star. Okay, say I want to draw a curve. Okay, I go and I click once, and the next time I move, the line's going to move with it. And again, until I double click. Once I double click, okay, then click, then I draw, then I draw, then I draw, then I draw, and now I double click. Boom! And there we have it. Now I can move and reshape my curve. I can grab this little top button and I can rotate it around. I think I want to delete it. Okay, great. We're going to stop there today. Tomorrow we're going to learn a little bit more about some of the cooler features you can do, how to make really compelling PowerPoints and slides. Okay, but today we're just getting a feel for some of the general features, right? We learned about new slide. We learned about how we can change. When I click into a text box, right, I get all my options. I can change the font, the color, the size. I can draw a line. I can add an image. I can change the background color, or I can choose a theme. Okay. Notice it only changed the ones that I didn't specifically change myself. Right? If I specifically changed to something else, the background color, it still gave me my little accent up here in the corner. See how they all have that blue and green? But since I changed this background specifically, it changed the background too. All right, great. Good luck. When you finish this, go to typing. We'll come back to this tomorrow. All right. Ciao, ciao.